I've been waiting on this one. This one has been weeks in the making, and behind the scenes I've hinted at it a couple of times, but let's go get some custom tarps. And in this video I'm gonna show how they make these tarps, and as well as why these tarps were chosen for step deck trucking. All right, so we made it, and first impression, it's actually really easy to get to, really easy to get in. It's truck friendly once you get inside. So just a couple of miles off of 65, so far so good. But let's go get the toys. I don't know about you guys, but I love it whenever I see a shop like this, because to me, that means intimate. That means that they take pride in their work, and well, you'll find out the rest. Well, that was a fun day. You know, those guys over there at Lookout Mountain Tarp, I mean, they're amazing people. You know, it felt like family to me. And they kind of I greatly appreciate you guys kind of letting me take over the shop so that way I could get all the cool footage. I hope all you guys out there enjoyed all that, and maybe you kind of got to see how tarps are made, especially at custom set. So what I want to do right now is I want to go back inside, and we're going to talk about why I went with a custom set of tarps versus something that you can just buy off of the shelf. But as you can see behind me, that's what I'm hauling right now. That's the load that I'm on, and pretty cool, right? All right, guys, well, let's talk about these tarps, but first, hold on. I want to talk about something just really quickly. Just give me a few more minutes of your time, and you need to hear something. And this is just me talking. This is me and you talking. But there's something that I want you to really understand. And the people that have been here for a very long time, I think you guys do understand this, that I'm not going to be the guy that's just going to throw anything and everything at you to make a buck. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what this channel is about. And I'm sure the guys and gals that have been around for a long time, I'm sure that y'all understand that. And I hope that everyone that's new here, I hope you guys will see that. And if you go back in, to my old videos and kind of watch and, maybe catch up, that it's blatantly obvious that, that's what I'm here to do. I'm not going to promote something or sell something just to line my pockets. You know, I get emails almost daily, and when I start doing the research into these companies, typically the research ends very quickly. But every once in a while, I do see a company that reaches out to me and they pique my interest. But, you know, basically, my goal for this channel is to find good, solid companies that have the right intentions, that have the right products, that may have the best pricing on products. You know, there's going to be a mixture of things on this channel. I'm not going to have 20 different businesses or, you know, a lot. I don't know what kind of number that would be, but I'm not going to have a lot of that stuff. I'm looking for a few really good businesses that service the trucking industry well, that are here for the truck driver, because I feel like that's how, you know, that's how this industry, that's how this profession used to be. I think that there are companies out there that are still that way, and I would love to bring those companies to light. Those are the companies that I want to work with. So understand that if I work with a company, it's not because, you know, I'm just making a bunch of money off of it. It's because I want to promote that company and get it out there so everyone can see, can learn about it, can find it. If they, you know, can benefit from it, that's great. If not, no big deal. You know, we'll move on. But I wanted to get that. I wanted to get that off of my chest. I want to put that out there. You know, this video, obviously, it's a dedicated video. And just to be straightforward with you, well, let's kind of tell the story. So this company, Lookout Mountain Tarp, they're in Coleman, Alabama. They reached out to me through my email, and they said, you know, I'm going to sum everything up. They said, look, we'd love to work with you. Would you be interested? And so the first thing that I always do is I will go hopefully to their website, and I'll kind of research either maybe the product that somebody is pitching me, or I'll, you know, go to their website, I'll read their about page, I'll kind of dive in and see what I can find on their website, and see if, you know, their goals kind of align with my goals. And if their goals align with mine, then I'll talk with them. Well, the first thing right off the bat that I noticed was that this company started in 1927. Well, I don't care what you're selling, I don't care what you're providing, I don't care what you're doing. If you've been in business for over 90 years, you do it well. So that was huge in and of itself. I don't know why I just stuck the pinky out there, but that means huge apparently. The second thing that I noticed was the warranty that they had on their tarps. The warranty is a lifetime workmanship warranty, and lifetime, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. And what that means is that if the product ever fails due to workmanship, of course, like let's say the sewing comes loose, or let's say you yank a grommet off, or a D-ring or a grommet, you know, they're gonna either repair it or they're gonna replace that tarp for free, for lifetime. And, you know, case in point, when I bought my old tarps, right out of the gate, like it was like 2 to 4 weeks later, I don't remember exactly how long it was, I was just tightening down a bungee, and yank went one of the D-rings and just popped right off. Now, can this happen? Can this happen to any tarp? Absolutely. Of course it can. You know, there's too many factors involved that's not going to happen, you know, sometimes. The problem with those tarps is that it kept happening. I wound up, I don't remember, I think I pulled off like 2 or 3 D-rings within the first couple of months, and then they started really popping off. The threading started to come loose. You know, I've got the webbing going across, you know, I don't remember which one, second or third, but I've got like 8 feet just hanging off of those tarps right now. And one, it's embarrassing going down the road like that. Could I get it repaired? Yeah, I could. But at the same time, it's not exactly cost effective to really repair a tarp. I mean, it's cost effective to patch a tarp, but to truly repair it, it's not exactly cost effective. So, you know, those tarps that I have right now, or had, they weren't really cutting it in the quality department for me. So, you know, that was the big thing. So we started talking back and forth. They asked me what I'd be willing to do. Me being new to this whole thing, I was like, well, you know, let's see. I guess if maybe if I had a set of 8-footers, and you know, I could use them and I could talk about them, and we could go from there. So that was kind of the response I sent back, and they were like, well, 8-footers don't really work for your trailer, do they? And I said, no, you're right. In my mind, I'm like, you know, I don't know. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. Truthfully, what I needed was a complete set of custom tarps. You know, that's just what I need back there. You know, every step deck is different, just like a lot of flatbeds, but more so in the step deck department. You know, they kind of start at 48 feet, they go up to 53 feet, they've got every size in between. Then you've got the top deck, the dance floor, and those all come in different sizes, so the bottom deck comes in different sizes. I mean, it's just, there's just a wide range of needs when it comes to tarps and step decks. And I don't know, I didn't feel comfortable asking for a full set of custom tarps. But when I sent the response back about the 8-footers, when they came back, well, you know, I don't think that's necessarily what would work for your trailer, do you? They were very, very polite about it, and they actually sent me up they kind of mapped out some tarps, and they said, what do you think about these? And you know, it was enough tarp to cover an 8-footer or an 8-foot drop up on the top deck, and then basically it was 10-foot drops for the bottom deck, 3 pieces, and the back 2 can be turned and can be used as 10-footers. I'm sorry, 4-footers. And I was just blown away. I was just like, wow, you know, this is exactly what I need. And you know, we did some tweaking to it, and we fit it to, you know, kind of the trailer exactly, and came up with a really nice game plan. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. They were also kind enough to allow me to put, you know, some stenciling on there. And you know, that's not even something that they typically do, but you know, they were so kind as to let me do that, and I'm so excited to go down the road with the logo on the tarps. You have no idea. But anyway, so you know, kind of after we drew all this up, you know, I've been trying to make my way over to Coleman forever to do this video, because they really wanted to emphasize and kind of show how tarps are made. And I thought that was really, really cool. And hopefully the sequence that you just watched, which I haven't edited and put together yet, hopefully that turns out, you know, pretty cool. I think it will. Hopefully. I got a lot of footage. I was completely in the way the entire time as they're making this tarp. And they were trying to work around me, and I felt like I was just in everybody's way. But everybody was so kind, and it was by the way, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. And you know, I had a good time there. Everybody had a smile on their face, and it was such a pleasurable experience. And you know, the biggest thing was, whenever I walked in, you know, I felt at home. You know, it was one of those things where I didn't feel as if I was at a large company and they were there, you know, just printing money and trying to make dollars. I really felt like, you know, they were there to do the best job that they could at making this tarp. And you know, that's apparent. If you go back and watch the first part of that video, you know, they didn't know that I was coming that day. And I just kind of sprung it on them. You know, I'm still trying to learn this whole spot market thing, and you You know, the load could have delivered Wednesday, but I'm still kind of in company mode, like, gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there. So I'm, you know, I'm adjusting. Forgive me. But, you know, as I was driving by, I thought, you know what? I really should just stop, go ahead and take care of this. That way I can kind of move on, get these tarps on the trailer, get them working, and see how they do. So one more thing before I let you guys go, you know, what I am, you know, basically they gave me the set of tarps to try and use or to talk about them. You know, I'm not going to try to sell you on these tarps. I'm going to actually put them to the test, and then I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to show you. That way you guys can just see for yourselves. You know, I am going to talk about the quality of build, because the quality of build, as I've learned about tarps, there's actually a significant difference. But I'm not going to give away all the goodies in this video. I got to leave something for later, right? But definitely excited about using these, talking about them. You know, hopefully they turn out well. I tell you what, I'll make a promise to you. I'll let you know if I think they're good tarps, but I also will let you know if I think they're bad tarps. And, you know, that's from me to you. I promise you that any company that I ever work with, I'm going to give you the good or the bad and the ugly. I'm going to give it all to you. So, you know, these guys were brave enough to let me do that, and I'm excited to do that. You know, if you are looking or thinking about getting some tarps, I highly recommend that you at least do research and check these guys out. Just check out their website. They have a very professional website, and, you know, they're good people. You know, I can definitely say that. I've met them all, and I'm very, very happy to be working with Lookout Mountain Tarp. Of course, the link is down in the description down below. You can hit the little arrow on the far right-hand side in the little bar, kind of next to the title. That opens up that description box, and the link will be right in there. If you're thinking about those tarps, at least give these guys a look, give them a call, let them know what you're looking for, and they'll give you a quote. So do that, but stick along, how about ride along on the journey, and as I get some tarp loads, I'll definitely let you in on that good, bad, and ugly, and let you know about these tarps, what I think about them, and we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you can know when I'm talking about these tarps. You can be the first one there. You can give it a little first comment down in the description box down below. You can beat Dixie May to it. It drives him crazy. I know it does. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. But don't forget to stay driven.